All right, 34 YouTube Live. This is going to be the thumbnail because I'm about to paint. And we'll paint, hopefully today, 99%. Always leave that 1% out. And I did the walls, I covered up some holes. And everything's coming along slowly, but that's what it is, and that's what I'm sharing. Everything's coming along slowly. I have rollers, brushes, this stuff. I don't know what that stuff is called. What is it called? Oh, patch and paint. Kind of makes sense. Anyways, so today we're going to go back to the original routine that I've done or completed before in the very beginning, which will begin with the mountain pose, where you're just getting firm, becoming one with the earth, just like a mountain is one with the earth, because it is the earth. Just like we're not just part of the earth, we are the earth as well. Then we'll move into the sun salutations, and the sun salutations become a form of a moving meditation, just like the entire routine. You're focusing on the breathing, accepting where you are in each pose, and you just, again, focus on the breathing. And that focus is what links the mind and body to become one. So you do that in the mountain pose, you do that with the sun salutations. You're becoming one with the sun, in a sense, that mindset. Then we're going to go back to mountain pose, the tree pose, or tree poses, which is the same concept. You're rooting yourself. You're becoming one with the earth, just like a tree is one with the earth. It is the earth as well. And then we'll go into easy pose. We'll wind it down, and we'll seal it up with a yogic seal. So just remember to focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. So let's go ahead and begin in the mountain pose. Toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches one at a time. Knees are slightly bent, hips are tilted, shoulders are relaxed, arms are relaxed, and think of yourself as being tall. So lengthen up. Just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And your mind will wander, or most likely will wander. And when you realize you're thinking about something else other than the breathing, don't judge it. Just bring your focus back to the breathing. You're going to bring the palms together. You won't see my hands because they'll disappear in the out of the camera. So all I'm doing is the prayer. Do what you like. You can either do both arms, so that feels like what you need to do. Go ahead and do that. So thumbs to the heart center. Focusing on the breathing. You push the arms out, up and back. Inhale slowly. Exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. You're just going to fall into the ragdoll. Ragdoll, the arms are dangling, head is dangling. Again, just focus on the breathing. In this pose, you're not pushing down. Just let the body go where it goes. In this pose, you're focusing on the breathing, which makes you aware of where you're feeling the stretch. For me, I feel it more on the right side. I have an issue with my lower back. So I'm aware of that, but I'm not focused on that. Focused on the breathing. You're going to bring the palms to the calves. elbows into the sides of the legs. Then arch the back, raise the head. Inhale slowly. And then you're going to exhale. As you exhale, you pull yourself in, forehead's going towards the knees, pulling yourself down and in at the same time, pushing all the air out. And again, arch the back, raise the head, inhale. Exhale, pull yourself in, push all the air out. You're just listening to the body, so you're not going past where you can go. Inhale, arch the back. Let your body become your own guru. Just listen to it. Now, palms to the sides of the feet. Left leg is back into a low lunge. Now with the low lunge, with the back foot, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Hips are square and then pushing diagonally. Palms are to the floor, maybe since you're just starting, the fingers are to the floor. Sometimes I do the fingers towards the floor because I'm not warmed up yet. The back is straight, maybe arch. And in this pose, man, I can't speak today. The knee is not over the toe too much. If it is, you want to lengthen up and get the knee behind the toe. Just settle in the pose, accept where you are, focus on the breathing. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge. We won't stay here, but we will settle in it for a second. Then downward dog. With the downward dog, you're pushing into it. Your arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones going to the ceiling, heels towards the floor, or they're into the floor. There's no tension in the neck, so the head is dangling. And again, focusing on the breathing. That focus is what allows the mind and body to become one, which is yoga. Then you slide into the upper dog. So you drop down to the knees and the chest, then you slide up. With the upper dog, tops of the feet are to the floor. Of course, the palms are to the floor. And then if you need to modify this, you go to the small cobra. Small cobra, the chest is on the floor. You're not pushing up. You're using your back muscles. Back muscles are pull muscles, so you're pulling yourself up. Your palms might be touching the floor, but they're not being used. You're not pushing them up. Or you just modify it how you have to. Then you go back to downward dog, pushing into it. So you're going into it a little bit more than you were before, but you're still listening to the body. So that means if you can't do it or you don't think you should do it, modify it, don't push into it more. Settle into it, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. So your arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones go to the ceiling. Heels are going towards the floor, they're into the floor. Now you're going to bring the left foot up between the legs for a low lunge. That's the foot we took back, so that's the foot you bring back up. So, back foot, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Think of the hips, square the hips, pushing them diagonally. So you're pushing them forward, but diagonally. Make sure the knee's not over the toe or over the toe too much. If it is, lengthen up. Back is straight, and that may be arched slightly. You're using your fingers or your palms. Settle in the pose, accept where you are, And just focus on the breathing. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up. You're going to go into a high lunge. Just settle in the high lunge. We won't stay here. Then move into the standing forward bend. So palms are to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pulling yourself in and down. So the forehead's going towards the knees. Pulling yourself in and down, focusing on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out, exhale. We'll do one more sun salutation. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Standing forward bend, so you pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going towards the knees, focusing on the breathing. And that's all you're doing, focusing on the breathing, which makes you aware of where you're feeling the stretch. Just makes you aware of what's going on, but you're not focused on that. You're focused on the breathing. Palms to the sides of the feet. Right leg is back into a low lunge. Top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor, back is straight. Think of the hips, square them up, pushing forward diagonally. And just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. So think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up into a high lunge, settle here, then move into the downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight, tailbones to the ceiling, heels towards the floor, or they're into the floor. No tension in the neck, so the head is dangling. And you're pushing a little bit more than you were before. If that's what you feel like you should do, settle in it, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. You slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, you slide up. Modify it how you have to. If you need to go to a small cobra, that's what you do. And just focus on the breathing. I'm going to fix my shirt. That's not right. Back to downward dog, pushing into it a little bit more than you were before. Focus on the breathing. Now, right foot is up between the legs. So let's say between the legs. Right foot up between the legs. That'd probably be impossible. So between the hands, right foot is up, low lunge. So with back foot, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor. Think of the hips, square them up, pushing diagonally forward, but but diagonally. Can't speak this morning. Just accept where you are. Even if you're messing up on your words like I am, just accept it. Focus on the breathing. Let the mind and body become one, which is yoga. Don't think of the back foot, curl the toes under. Knee goes up into a high lunge, settle here. Then move into the standing forward bend. Put yourself in and down, forehead's going towards the knees. And just focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Turn palms out, push your down and out, exhale. Then you're going to go to mountain pose. So with the mountain pose, toes are up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches one at a time. Knees are slightly bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Now think of yourself as being tall, so lengthen up. And with the mountain pose, you're just trying to find that spot where the skeleton is just standing. No tension anywhere. Now we're going to go into the tree. So you're going to bring the left foot up into the side of the right leg, inside of the right leg. So think of the left knee, push it back. So if you need to modify it, just bring the toe down or go to the wall. It doesn't matter. It's where you are. That's what you're accepting. And all I'm doing when I go up is a symbolic hand gesture. So you lock the fingers, index fingers point, thumbs together, or maybe the left thumb is over the right. Some people bring it to the chest, they inhale, and they go up. For me, I do this. But it doesn't matter. That's how I was taught, so that's how I do it. When you're up, you're doing this symbolic hand gesture. Man, I can't speak. Thinking about the paint. No, I'm not thinking about the paint. I just can't speak. And you're just focused on the breathing. So here, your knee might be bent, the hips. You're trying to find that spot where the skeleton's just standing. You're thinking of nothing else but the breathing. And then go ahead and release. And shake it out. So, on the side, modify it how you have to. If you need to bring your toe down, do so. If you need to go to the wall, do so. The right foot is up. The pants are slippery, so. Oh. See? I almost fell. So, again, symbolic hand gesture. Can't speak today. It's okay. And just focus on the breathing. Again, you're just trying to find that spot where your skeleton's standing. So everyone's going to look different. You're going to have to position yourself, listening to your body. You're your own guru. And go ahead and release. And check it out. You're going to go back to mountain pose. Settling yourself. Becoming one. Now, if you're on a mat, you're going to go to the back of the mat. You're going to go in the easy pose. I go up front just so I can be in front of the camera. The easy pose, just sit in the pose. It's however comfortable for you. Now, if you need to modify this, if you need to go to the wall, lean back against the wall, your knee goes up, whatever you need to do, that's what you do. You just get settled in this pose, accept where you are, and focus on the breathing. Back is straight, hands are to your knees or maybe your lap, however you want to do it. And tilt the head to the right ear to the right shoulder, left shoulder stays down, so the shoulders are level. Focusing on the breathing. Again, when you're focused on the breathing, you're aware of the stretch on the left side of the neck, but you're not focused on that. You're focused on the breathing. And the breathing again, and I'll keep on repeating it, but the breathing is the link that allows the mind and body to become one. Bring the head to the center, tilt the head to the left ear to the left shoulder. Right shoulder's down, back straight, shoulders are level, focusing on the breathing. Bring the head to center, tilt the head back. Bring chin down to the chest, keep the back straight. Head to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. As the head drops down and goes around, you're exhaling. The head goes up and back, you're inhaling. Make sure the body's following the breathing. You're focused on the breathing, which makes you aware of the movement. So even this movement becomes a form of a moving meditation. The head goes to the top, then reverse. Head's dropping down, you're exhaling as it goes down and around. You're inhaling as it goes up. And the head goes to the top. Bring yourself to center. And you do shoulder shrugs. Shoulders to the ears, back, down, and around. As the shoulders go up, you're inhaling. The shoulders go down, you're exhaling. And again, you just focused on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And the shoulders go to the ears, in reverse. Exhaling as the shoulders go down. Inhale as the shoulders go up. Focusing on the breathing. When the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. As you go down, the back is straight, and you're reaching out, and you're exhaling. As the trunk moves to the top, you're inhaling. Again, the body is following the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. When the trunk goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. And then when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Now half spine twist, left hand on the right knee. Bring the right arm up, think of the spine in the back, so you're pulling yourself straight up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, so on the back, arm is straight. It's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused on the breathing. You're going to release. Back to center. Right hand's on the left knee. Left arm is up. Think of the spine in the back, so you pull yourself straight up. Then you twist. Palm goes to the floor, so center of the back, arm is straight, it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused on the breathing. Go ahead and release, back to center. Hands are in front, they're to your knees, or maybe in your lap. Some people do this. Whatever you want to do. If you're leaning against the wall, that's fine. If you're not even in this pose, your leg is up, that's fine too. Just focusing on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. You're watching yourself breathe. So you're already breathing automatically. So you're letting the mindset of control go, and you're just watching it. You're going to reach behind you for the yoga seal. Grab the left wrist with the right hand, leaning forward. Forehead's going down towards the floor, or to the floor. You're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. Go ahead and release, bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front. Awareness is on the breathing, focusing on the breathing. We're just going to stay here a little bit longer. So just watch yourself breathe. Bring the palms together. Namaste. That's it. So that's number 34, YouTube Live Yoga Routine. And I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. Hopefully I'll have the wall painted by then. I need to sand this out. Believe it or not, then I made a big mess because I saw these little nicks in the wall, so I had to cover them up. So I had to sweep. It's all in the air and it's dust. So anyway, so I'll see you again tomorrow, 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time, which is Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.